If you've ever gone jogging before sunrise, you know how peaceful it feels. The air is colder, the streets are quieter, and for a moment, it feels like the world belongs only to you. That's why during a business trip to New York last October, I decided to keep my running routine. I woke up at 4:50 in the morning, put on my running shoes, grabbed my phone, and stepped outside. The city was still half asleep. The sky was dark blue, not yet touched by the sun. At exactly 5:17 a.m., I entered Central Park. At first, everything felt normal. There were a few other runners warming up near the entrance, a man stretching by a bench, a woman tying her shoelaces. The distant sound of a siren echoed somewhere far away, reminding me that the city never truly rests. I started jogging along the loop, setting an easy pace. The cold air filled my lungs. My footsteps landed softly against the pavement. For the first 10 minutes, it was calm, peaceful, almost therapeutic. Then I noticed him, a man in a gray hoodie. He was jogging ahead of me, maybe 30 feet away. His hood was up and his hands were tucked into his sleeves. I didn't think much of it. Lots of people run there early in the morning. But as I continued running, something started to feel off. Every time the path curved, every time I passed under a lamppost, every time I expected to either catch up to him or see him turn down a different path, he was still there. Same distance, same pace. Like we were connected. I sped up a little. He sped up too. I slowed down. He slowed down. At first, I told myself it was just a coincidence. Maybe he was adjusting his pace just like I was. Maybe we both had the same running rhythm, but then I realized something strange. He never looked back, not once. Runners always check behind them, even just a quick glance, a shift of the head, a moment of awareness. But this man ran like he didn't care who was behind him. Or maybe like he already knew. I took out one earbud so I could hear better. That's when I noticed something else. I couldn't hear his footsteps, not even a little. Just mine, breathing, footsteps, the sound of my jacket moving as I ran. But from him, nothing. We were approaching a darker part of the path where the trees grew thicker and the lights were spaced farther apart. Shadows stretched across the ground and the air felt noticeably colder. Suddenly, my music stopped. My phone screen went black. Dead. I frowned and tapped the screen again. Nothing. The battery had been over 70% when I started. Confused, I slowed down to a walk, and then I noticed he slowed down too, still ahead of me, still the same distance. Still not turning around, he came to a complete stop. Right there on the path, back facing me, not moving. The silence around us felt heavy. No wind, no birds, no distant cars. Just me. And him. I stood there for a moment, unsure what to do. Maybe he was stretching. Maybe he dropped something. Maybe he was checking his phone. Then slowly, his head tilted to the side. But his body didn't turn. Only his head. It tilted farther than a normal neck should go. Slowly. Unnaturally, like something inside him had shifted out of place. I felt a cold chill run through my chest. I took one step back. That's when I noticed his feet. They weren't touching the ground. They were hovering, just a few inches above the pavement. I blinked hard, thinking my eyes were playing tricks on me in the darkness. And just like that, his feet were back on the ground, normal, still facing away. Still completely still. Then he started moving again. But this time, he didn't run forward. He ran backward, still facing away from me. His body moving toward me, step by step, without turning around. And he was getting closer, fast. I turned and ran. I didn't think. I didn't question it. I just ran. My heart was pounding. My breathing became sharp and uneven. I didn't care about pace anymore. I just wanted to get out of that part of the park. Behind me, I heard something. Not footsteps, something dragging, a soft scraping sound, like fabric being pulled across the pavement. I wanted to look back, but I couldn't. Every instinct in my body told me not to. So I kept running, faster and faster. Up ahead, I saw lights, an exit, and near it, a couple walking their dog. Relief hit me so suddenly that my legs almost gave out. I sprinted toward them and stopped, bent over, trying to catch my breath. "Are you okay?" the woman asked. I nodded, still breathing hard. "I think someone was following me," I said. The man looked behind me and then back at me. "There's no one there," he said. I turned around. The path was empty. No gray hoodie, no movement, nothing, just the trees, the lamps, and the empty pavement. "I saw him," I insisted. "He was right there." The couple exchanged a confused look. "We've been walking here for 10 minutes, the man said slowly. "You're the first person we've seen come out from that direction." My stomach dropped. I thanked them and quickly left the park, not daring to look back again. When I got back to my hotel room, I plugged in my phone. It turned on immediately. Battery, 68%. I stared at the screen, confused. Then I opened my running app. My route was recorded. Every step, every turn. But there was something else. Another moving dot, gray, right next to mine. Perfectly synced with my path, for the entire run. I zoomed in near the dark part of the park where I had stopped. My dot had paused, but the second dot? It kept moving, slowly drifting away from the path, and then disappearing into the trees. No name, no profile, no explanation. Just a gray marker that appeared at exactly 5:17 a.m., the moment I started running. I never jogged there again, but sometimes, late at night, when I open my fitness app to check my history, I still see that gray dot, inactive, sitting just off the trail, like it's waiting for me to come back. So if you ever go jogging early in the morning, and you notice someone ahead of you matching your pace perfectly, no matter how fast you run, don't try to catch up, and whatever you do, don't stop.